Wednesday, March 19th, 2025, and we're going to do an all zodiac signs reading. This is Enfys Tarot. I feel a sneeze coming on, so please excuse me. Excuse me. Clearly, we need to wait for a minute. Anytime somebody sneezes right before they walk through a door, you know it's time to like wait. So I will shuffle the deck as we're waiting. I hope everyone's doing really well today. It's about 11 o'clock, a little bit later than I usually get in here, but not really too late. We're going to do the all zodiac signs, and that means that I will be pulling the zodiac stones from the box and then reading for the week for that sign. So if you haven't been here before, please enjoy. You will have markers on the table. So my stones will represent the markers so you know where to get to your zodiac sign and who I've read for already. Good morning, Stephen. How you doing? And yeah, if we can get through this without my allergies going too crazy, I think we'll be all right. Okay, let's get started. We'll start with Sagittarius. How's that sound? You know what? I'm really sorry. I apologize, but before I can read these cards, I'm going to have to blow my nose. So give me just a minute. Back. Okay, this ought to be fun today. That's funny, Stephen. Pretty good. But I'm not pretty and I'm not good. Let's find out what's going on for you this week. All the Sagittarians, what do they need to know this week? What is going on for Sagittarius? Let's get a little bit of insight. What do we not see coming? What can we be preparing for? It looks like what you don't see coming is the Tower in reverse. So there might be something that is going on that you accidentally avoid. It's like dodging a bullet. That could be something that occurs just by accident. It could be a happy accident. Or you might not even know that there was a close call. And any Sagittarians that are feeling tired or slowed down this week, make sure you honor that. Give yourself the rest that's needed. We're entering into spring here, and it is not uncommon for people to have very dramatic fluctuations in their energy, where they feel really super energized one minute, and then they need to like take a nap the next minute. Don't be surprised. If that's the case, just honor it. 5 of Swords. So there might be a situation where everybody walks away a little bit defeated. Okay, let's see. Let's get a little bit more on that. Ace of Swords, stay true. And then you've got the 5 of Cups. Okay. And then Justice. Here's what you need to know, Sagittarians, for this week. If you're faced with a conflict, something where it appears no one is going to win, everyone is going to walk away disappointed, including you. Your key to getting through this is going to be with honest and direct communication. Do not sway away from the truth, okay? If you can stay true, justice will be served, all right? So there might be a momentary lapse in comfort, but it's worth sticking true to your guns, being honest with yourself and others, and communicating the truth. That's what's going to lead to justice, okay? Anything else for Sagittarians? Don't get too defensive, okay? This may be an opportunity for a crossroads, a shift in trajectory, an ascended timeline. It could be a moment when a relationship between you and someone else has an opportunity to change course And in order to navigate that properly, you have to let the blindfold fall away and look at the situation clearly. Make sure you're accepting the new information. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to be wrong about something, and then be willing to correct it as you go. Okay? No need for defensiveness. Okay, let that fall away. All right. Thank you for that Sagittarius reading. I think that was really, really clear, and I'm feeling like we're off to a pretty strong start. Who's coming in next? Let's see. Debating on one more fair warning. Yeah, well, then, Stephen, it is your week to keep being honest, keep being open and truthful. And let's see what happens there. Ruganumi. Well, thank you for coming in. Hate is gonna hate. Irish Eyes. It's Charlie, baby. Who is your favorite artist? What kind of artist? I am a fan of all art forms, so especially music. I love good music. Virgo next. All right, and then I'll do Leo and then Capricorn. All right, what's coming in for Virgo? What do we need to know for Virgo? Let's find our Virgo stone here. Where are you? There you are. Could we have a reading for Virgo, please? What do we need to know for this week? How are the Virgos doing right now? What do they not see coming? What can they do to prepare? Might be time to act on something. We've got the Four of Swords in reverse in the right hand. I think there is a lot of energy coming in. My cats are acting strangely right now. And I felt some energies coming through overnight. So I do think that we have a crew working on our behalf today, for sure. There's spirit in the room. What do we need to know for Virgos this week? That feels right. Okay, Ace of Wands in reverse. You might not be feeling particularly inspired. You might not be struck with that bolt of lightning that gives you the idea. Let's get more on this. 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Wow. And then the 2 of Wands. Okay. So Virgos, you might be hitting a situation where you're trying to make a plan. You're trying to figure out what to do next, how to act on a certain situation. You're going to have to let go of some of the burden of that situation in order to see clearly. If you're holding on too tightly to responsibilities that don't belong to you, like you're really taking charge of the situation and you're making it yours, and you're trying to do everything and solve all the problems, really like holding that emperor position, you might find that you are hitting some brick walls and you're not able to come up with the plan or the solution, or get that idea striking you. If you're looking for a breakthrough, if you're looking for the removal of a creative block, you've got to let something go. You've got to put some of the job down, okay? Just take some of the burden off of your own shoulders. Even if you just have to sit it down for a minute and pick it up later, that's going to be what's needed in order for you to figure out exactly what you're working with and see things clearly so that you can plan for the future. This might require you to move off on your own direction. Some of you might be trying so hard to fix a situation that doesn't belong to you. It belongs to other people, and they're not seeing the answer, or they're stopping you. You're getting like constant brick walls, you know. Maybe there's nothing you can do. Maybe you're not going to be able to persuade them. Maybe you have to focus on the idea that you might have to do this on your own in a different direction and not bring those things or those problems or those people with you. Does that make sense? You got to be willing to let some things go right now in order to come up with the solution. And you definitely want to listen to your intuition on this. The moon is strong in this card, okay? And keep going. Keep going. Little steps every day. You're not looking for a solution that's going to fix everything all at once. This is not a ripping off the Band-Aid situation. This is planning very far into the future, planting the seeds now, and committing to something that you can work on a little bit every day until you achieve what it is you're trying to achieve. Okay, so that's for Virgo. Is there something else coming in? This is definitely a part of your life that you're feeling sort of dissatisfied with right now, and you're getting really big energy about weeding out what's not needed. It's time to weed out the garden, okay? Just start pruning. You got to prune, all right, Virgo? So do the pruning, and then you will see the forest through the trees, all right? So that is your advice this week, Virgo. Try to see the forest through the trees. All right, and then we were doing Leo next. I'm seeing some people coming in, but I'm also feeling like I should jump right into Leo. So I'm going to do that before the energy changes. So what do we have coming in for Leo this week? What does Leo have coming? What does Leo not see coming? What does Leo need to do in order to navigate the week ahead? Is there a blessing coming in? There may be something coming in that turns out to be a blessing. For some of you, it might be a blessing in disguise. That feels like, okay, now you've got the Ace of Wands coming in the upright position, so you do have a blessing coming in, Leo. What does that mean? You can take a rest. Something's going to come in and allow you to like have a moment of peace, a moment of ease, a moment of grace where you don't have to work so hard. And you also want to think clearly. When this blessing comes in, the fact that this Strength card is in reverse, it might throw you off balance for a minute because I don't think you were expecting it. And you might think at first, your gut reaction might be to refuse it. And I don't know that that's what you should do. Yeah, you should not. You should absolutely, if your habit is to refuse help or refuse other people's ideas or to stick to your own guns all the time, you're going to want to be flexible this week, okay? Really, really important. Even to the degree that it might change some of your habits, all right? You're going to be thinking outside of the box, and you are going to want to, for some of you, this is a situation where something's going to come up with a group of friends or a person. There might be some truth that comes along, and it is going to be a blessing in disguise because you're going to be faced with some information that you weren't expecting. You might not like it, and ultimately though, it's going to put you on the course that you need to be on. Like, this could absolutely indicate that for some of you, an extramarital affair or some kind of infidelity might be occurring, and it's going to come to the surface, and you're going to discover that, and it's going to force you into action that you did not want to take, that you were not prepared to take, but it's going to end up being the very best thing for you. It's exactly what's needed. So for some of you, you're actually dealing with that exact situation, and for others, you're going to be dealing with something that you weren't expecting that ends up illuminating a situation and makes it so that you can't ignore the truth. And you might feel really great about it, or you might not feel great about it. Either way, it's going to change the way you handle things. Okay? So be ready to be flexible. Be ready to move through this with some grace. Don't let your pride get in the way. All right. Do not lead with pride this week. Lead with flexibility and a curiosity. Okay, Leo, that's for you. I hope that you can keep that with you this week, because I'm getting the sense that it's going to hit you when you least expect it. And in that moment, you're not going to be thinking at all about this reading. You might remember it after the fact, though. So if there's course correction, allow that course correction to happen, even if you react with pride initially. Okay? So, all right, that was Leo. Next, we've got Capricorn. What is coming in for Capricorn? What do we need to know? And this time, we do want to take a pause. Let me read through some of our visitors. Good morning, Divine Timing. Carlos Ramirez, we got your Leo on there. I'm glad you're in here. Autumn Moonlight, hi. Virgo Rising. Yep, we got Virgo in there. Zane. And Vita M, good morning. Yes, I'm going to do Capricorn next. Two of Wands, kind of like, what about Bob? The phone might be a bad connection. Try later. Cards are a scam. I don't know, Keith. I don't know. You're welcome, Carlos. Yes, Blossom, we are doing signs today. So I'm going to read for Capricorn, and then I'll do Scorpio next. Could we have a reading for Capricorn, please? Thank you guys all so much for being here today. I hope that you find what you're looking for in these readings. And I hope that they provide guidance for you as the week unfolds. Capricorn, what do we need to know for Capricorn? What is needed for Capricorn? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Let's get more about that. 10 of Wands upright. The Emperor upright. Page of Wands upright. Okay, so Capricorns, you might not be able to see an opportunity right now when it comes to how to make something work. This could be literally about your career or about work. It could be when you thought you had money coming in and it turns out that it's not, but it's going to be something that results in you having to temporarily work harder than you thought you had, and you're going to want to put the effort in right now. Okay, that's why the Emperor is here after the 10 of Wands. It's like there's going to be something that comes up, and you're going to have to really focus on that and put the work and the effort into it, okay, in order to bring it to closure. And once that happens, what you're going to find is inspiration to understand the situation better, and you're going to learn something new about yourself and about how this situation can resolve, okay? And you're going to take it with you. It's going to be something that becomes a learning experience. So sometimes you got to do things the hard way in order to learn what the easier way is for next time. Okay, and I'm getting that for you right now, is that this week there's going to be a situation where you're going to just have to trudge through and do things the hard way in order to learn how to do it better next time. Okay, Capricorn, don't fret. And look, 9 of Pentacles, you really do want to just stay focused on this. Be dedicated to the work that presents itself to you. You're the one, there's a reason you're getting it. There's a reason it's being placed in your lap. And you're really the one to do it. And you're the one who's going to learn the most from it. And you'll be able to, you know, pull this out of your pocket again in the future, multiple times maybe. And it'll be like, oh, I know exactly how to handle that situation. And you'll be able to apply this learning many times in the future. Okay, it's really going to change things for you and make life much easier. Because one thing about this Knight of Pentacles is that they do not require large bursts of energy. The Knight of Pentacles is not one who like grinds it out every single day. The Knight of Pentacles is extremely managed and controlled, okay? So you're going to be able to learn something this week that you can apply to many situations in the future that will make your life so much easier. But this week, you might have to just put the hard effort, hard work in to get there, to learn that easier way, okay? So that's for you, Capricorn. If you've been working on something, this could also have to do with, and I don't know that this is the case. I think that most college students have probably already finished their finals by now, and they're into spring break. But if you are a college student or you're taking some kind of a course and you've got your finals this week or something along those lines, it's crunch time, baby, and you're going to want to put the effort into it because it's going to pay off, okay? So, all right, that was Capricorn, and next we've got Scorpio. Could we have a reading for Scorpio, please? Let's do Scorpio. My allergy meds are finally starting to kick in. Thank goodness for that, because this would have been a miserable reading for everyone. Scorpio, could we have a reading for Scorpio, please? What do Scorpios need to know this week? What's coming in? What do they not see coming? How can they navigate the week ahead? What is unfolding? What is unfolding for Scorpio? Something is unfolding for Scorpio. That word is just coming in so forcefully. Unfolding. What does that mean? What are we getting into for Scorpio? Nope. We got to do a little bit of this for Scorpio. There's a message coming through, and it's like Spirit has some cards that they really want to make sure come out here. Oh, the Devil. Here's what's unfolding. You're breaking free from habits and attachments that are no longer serving you. That's unfolding. Absolutely. You are in a position this week where if you have been working on breaking free from any addictions or habits or bad relationships, you're going to be getting some really supportive energy in that this week. Wow. And then look at this. The Devil in reverse, the Lovers upright. I'm going to hold these two cards up for you all to see so that you get a really clear idea of the similarities between these two cards. The Devil is chaos. The Devil is what breaks us away from connection. The Lovers is connection and unity, okay? That's why they're so similar, because they're opposite from each other. So if you have a situation in your life that has been chaotic or creating chaos, you're being asked to go ahead and continue breaking away from that this week, because unity is going to be your key. Connection and unity. And you are changing your path. You're in the Two of Wands in reverse here. Yes, there's going to be conflict. You've got the Five of Wands. It's not going to be easy, but you have the energetic support to do it this week. And listen to your instincts, listen to your intuition. There is going to be information revealing itself to you this week through signs, through dreams. Things are going to be set in front of you, Scorpio, this week that are intended to assist you in your breaking free of these attachments. So use them, okay? Really understand that they are gifts to you to be used this week, all right? Anything else coming in? Keep working on it. Just keep working on it. Keep practicing. Little by little, getting better every day. That's the energy you're bringing into this. Okay, so harness it now and then keep the momentum going. All right, Scorpio, no falling back on bad habits this week. Okay, this is like, I'm getting the sense that if you can get through this week, that's going to make the upcoming weeks so much easier. It's like a hurdle. You know, you gotta get through this time period, and you are going to have the energetic support to do it. So even if it feels really hard, you got this, okay? Thank you for that Scorpio reading. Let's find out who's coming in next here. Let's see. Thank you. You're welcome. Yep, always crosses the finish line, exactly. Thank you. That's good advice. I will try it. Well, guys, I don't see any requests right now, so I'm gonna pull a random zodiac sign. We're gonna do Pisces next. If you're just coming in here and I have not read your sign yet, go ahead and pop your sign in the chat box and I will read for you next. We have done Sagittarius, Virgo, Leo, Capricorn, Scorpio, and we're about to do Pisces. Could we have a reading for Pisces, please? What's going on with Pisces? What is going on with Pisces? Pisces. Just Pisces need to know this week. What is coming in? What do they need to see coming? What is going on? What's going on with Pisces this week? What do they need to know? What do they need to know this week? What do they need to know? Here. Okay, time to let loose a little bit, Pisces. If you've been holding on to something really, really tightly, you need to loosen the purse strings a bit, okay? Might be time for you to go ahead and spend the money on something that you haven't wanted to spend it on. Might be time for you to just generally loosen up. Maybe you've been a bit tightly wound, and you know, Pisces has that back and forth energy, that yin and yang energy. So it's time to go with the flow a little bit, okay? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, absolutely. Let go, let loose, okay? Let your energy just flow naturally through you, because you're entering into a period of good fortune, all right? And the best thing you can do right now is to allow the good energy that's coming in to circulate, all right? Reciprocate all of the good stuff. That's your job right now. And if you have leftover stagnant or negative energy that's pulling you down, best way to clear that out is to let more good energy come in and just let that negative stagnation fall away, okay? Drive it down into the dirt. Dig your roots deep down into the earth and let the earth compost that heavy energy that you no longer need and have been holding on to, all right? So this is all about your energetic flow this week, because you are entering into Wheel of Fortune territory. And you need that clarity, all right? This allowing, this permission to let the energy flow through you is going to bring you so much clarity and truth. And you're going to understand exactly what to do with this energy. You're going to be able to clean some things out. It's going to end up being, like Scorpio, a great time for you to remove some of the things that have been holding you back. Some of the addictions, some of the habits, any bad relationships that feel sort of icky, you know, that leave you feeling defeated or controlled. Just let that go, all right? No attachments this week, especially when it comes to energy. No attachments. Let it in, let it out. Let it in, let it out. Okay, Pisces, that's for you. That's the energy that you need to walk with this week, because you are entering into a very fortunate time period with that Wheel of Fortune card in the upright position. Let's do Aries next. All right, let's pull for Aries. Where is my Aries stone? There it is. Could we have a reading for Aries, please? Halfway through, guys. If I haven't read for your sign yet, please go ahead and pop it in the chat box and I will pull that next. If I have already read your sign, just rewind the video. I'll have the timestamps up in here later after the video processes. But for right now, just kind of look at these Saggy, Virgo, Leo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, and it'll give you a good idea of where you are in the video as you rewind. For right now, let's find out what's going on with Aries. What does Aries need to know? Nice deep cleansing breath. Nice deep cleansing breath for Aries. If you're in Aries and you're listening right now, take a nice deep cleansing breath. Now, if you're not in Aries, take a nice deep cleansing breath. We just got a directive straight from Spirit. Everybody take a moment to just do a nice deep cleansing breath. All right. Wow, Aries, you're leading out with the 3 of Wands here. So you're making some decisions. Something that you've been working on, planning for, is just about to enter into the mature phase where you can start to act on it. So things are popping for you, Aries. Things are happening. Judgment card coming in reverse here. 3 of Swords coming upright. The Tower in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. Ace of Swords. Okay, so big time anxiety over whatever this choice is. It's like something that you have been working toward. You're suddenly getting an anxiety. You're afraid to pull the trigger on it. You know, it's like you're getting cold feet right at the last minute. And that is not, if you're feeling anxious or nervous or scared, it's important for you to understand that that is not the truth. That is simply a misjudgment, a miscalculation, a misassessment, okay, of the situation. You've been planning this. It was a good idea when you started planning it. You've been analyzing it and working out all the bugs. You've been figuring out what to do. It's going to be the right thing for you to do, all right? You've got to use clear judgment on this. Don't stop yourself because of cold feet, all right? That if you start to muddy the waters, you're going to end up regretting it. All right. And it's like, it's a way that you are avoiding or delaying the inevitable. Like something is going to happen. And if you keep getting scared and not bringing it to, you know, take off, lift off, you're just going to keep getting yourself in the same spot, and it's going to make things worse because you're going to lose your curiosity. You're not going to be as willing to do it next time. You're going to think that it's like not meant to be when it actually is. This is a time for you to be looking at things clearly and really seeing the truth of the matter. Don't let your judgment cloud the way, all right? You're smart and you've done a good job coming up with the solution or the plan, and now it is time to act on it. So do not let your fear cloud your judgment. This is a big opportunity for you. You don't want to miss it. This is the Page of Pentacles coming in here. This is going to open doors for you. It's going to provide for you. It's going to inspire you. It's going to lead you to other things in the future. So make sure you keep your judgment clear right now and act on the truth right now and go ahead and take the plunge. Do not hesitate. All right? Aries, I have so much faith in you. I'm feeling the fear. It's like I'm getting that feeling of like temporary paralysis, you know, like you're frozen. You can't quite act on what it is you've been doing all this work for. You've got all the preliminary groundwork done. Don't give up now, okay? So thank you for that Aries reading. Next up, we've got Cancer. We'll pull for, could we have a reading for Cancer, please? What's going on for Cancer? What is going on for Cancer this week? Could we have a reading for Cancer, please? Could we have a reading for Cancer, please? What do they need to know this week? What do they not see coming? What lies ahead? How can they prepare? What is the energy to navigate with? Cancer, this, I'm getting a really solid, like, this is for the whole week. Like this energy, whatever this reading is for Cancer, it applies from right now, every single day until the end of next Tuesday. All right. This is going to apply this entire week. It's not going to be something that happens on Saturday. You know, it's like it starts now and it continues all week long. Here we go. Temperance in reverse. Okay. The Hanged Man upright. Six of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords upright. All right. So you're going to need, I'm getting, so many of you today have had readings about standing in the truth, keeping things clear, don't muddy the waters, don't fall back on false beliefs, allow things to occur and see them at face value, you know, like really see the truth in a situation. Don't create problems that don't exist, and don't over romanticize or idealize anything. This is a week for clarity and truth. That has been pretty much across the board for just about everybody. And it is so strong with this Cancer reading. From right now until the middle of next week, you want to make sure that you just keep going with the flow, seeing everything as it occurs, exactly as it occurs, okay? Like when, where, what, and how. Just be really clear on your assessment. There's no judgment. You're not applying your own opinions to what you're seeing. You are looking at a situation and understanding it based on the facts. That is what you've got to do this week, and keep going through it, okay? You have so many ups and downs this week. You are going to be like the weather in Maryland, where if you're not happy with it, wait a minute, and everything will be different, okay? And it's going to require temperance on your part. You've got to be able to fluctuate and be that steady current as things are going up and down, okay? You be steady so that you can see everything, all right? And that doesn't mean stiff. You want to be flexible, but you need to be steady, all right? You need to float. You gotta really keep that clarity about you, Cancer, this week. It's going to be super beneficial for you. It's going to help you understand everything you need to know, all right? Just don't let yourself fall in a place of denial, for sure. Don't let yourself get wrapped up in pride or fear. Just clarity is your key. Clarity is your key this week. And you want to apply that every single day, the whole week through. Thank you for that Cancer reading. Let's see who's coming in next. We will do Aquarius next. Could we have a reading for Aquarius, please? Who's in the room right now? We've got some people in the room right now, so let me know who I should read for next. If you've never been to my channel, today is the all signs reading. So I just read for the zodiac signs for the whole week, whatever's coming up. Here we go, Sassy Edits. We got Gemini coming in next. All right, so we're going to do Aquarius and then we'll do Gemini. And that way you can let me know who you're waiting for and you don't have to wait so long. So what do we need to know for Aquarius? What is coming in for Aquarius? Aquarius. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? What is Aquarius going to be looking at this week? What is happening? What does Aquarius not see coming? What can Aquarius do to bring the highest good for all involved this week? What is the highest good for Aquarius this week? The Moon. That's a strong lead card. When you get the Moon first, you got to remember a few things. Like the Cancer reading that we just had, your week might be full of back and forth, up and down sort of energy, okay? I would not prepare for any degree of consistency this week. I think you're going to have some fluctuations. In order to navigate those fluctuations, you have to appreciate what is occurring as it's occurring. You have to appreciate, acknowledge, and honor the battle between the domestic canine and the wild canine, all right? And allow them to take charge at their appropriate time, okay? So beware of that. Understand when to pull which energy, all right? That's going to be important. And in order for you to understand how to do that, you got to listen to your intuition. You've got some big protective energy coming in this week, Aquarius, and you have to follow the breadcrumbs. You've got to listen for the signs. If you are feeling drawn to something this week, you probably should go for it. Check in and see if that's your intuition asking you to move forward with something, and then if the answer is yes, do it. And if your intuition says, not over there, listen to it. You've got to listen to your intuition this week. You could have this could end up resulting in some really strong relationships. Not necessarily romantic, but relationships that really lend, when two people lend very well to each other, okay? When two people bring out the best in each other. Really, like, the ultimate health and potential is achieved when the Two of Cups comes in. It's like you're working, it's just mutually beneficial in the highest degree, okay? Here's that Two of Swords in reverse again. Let the blindfold go. You're going to have to be open to information this week. There can be no defensiveness. You've got to acknowledge the truth. This coming in for so many people, and there could be an apology needed for someone. So through the week, if you feel as though you may have made a mistake and slighted someone, offer them an apology, okay? If that's what you feel drawn to do, don't try to justify your actions and say, well, you know, maybe they're okay, maybe they didn't notice. If there's a situation where you feel like maybe you owe somebody an apology, let that canine take the lead in that manner and give the apology. And if you feel like you've been slighted, let them know that you need an apology. Let them know that you're not okay with this, and hold your boundary. Hold your personal boundary. It's going to require some compromise, okay? Some of the Aquarians out there are going to have sort of a sticky situation with someone who's important to them, This is not a situation where you should walk away from the relationship. This is a situation where by expressing your truth, by listening to their truth, the bond between you will be even stronger. So don't let this one go, okay? Make sure you stand firm on your boundaries, but be willing to compromise. And if you need to give somebody an apology, give them a sincere apology, okay? This is all about sort of balance. Temperance card isn't in here this time, but we're getting a big message about temperance. Is there something else? The World in reverse. This could result in you feeling a bit vulnerable, okay? It's okay to be vulnerable, Aquarius. You don't always have to have the right answers, and you don't always have to think that you're protected on paper. You got to kind of know a little bit that you're being energetically protected by spirit, and things are going to be okay. All right, it's okay to be vulnerable. So, okay, and because you got the Hangman in there too, that's another clue. Like, just surrender to the situation. All right, let yourself be vulnerable. All right, so we've done Aquarius, and now we're moving on to Gemini. Could we have a reading for Gemini, please? What's going on for Gemini this week? What do we need to know? What's going on for Gemini? What's going on for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know? There we go. Okay, wow, you're starting with the Three of Wands also. And then you've got the Two of Cups in reverse, though. Death in reverse. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, Geminis, for some of you, if you have been thinking about whether or not to stay with your partner, it may be time to go ahead and act on at least temporary separation. If you have been thinking about leaving your spouse, if you know that your marriage isn't working, if you know that you do not bring out the best in each other and you're hitting a deadness in your relationship, it might be time to take an action, okay, and do something about it. It's time to do something about it. So that could mean a separation, it could mean a divorce, it could mean a breakup. It could mean simply changing your trajectory and giving something else a chance. Because right now, your partnership is not working out well. And this could also be a business partnership. Are you in a situation where you've been investing all of this time, money, effort into some kind of business arrangement, and you just don't seem to be getting out of it what you're putting in? It might be time to change course, okay? There's a blocked transformation here. The transformation needs to occur in order for this 10 of Pentacles to flourish. This is stability and abundance, legacy, family, safety. This is a lot of good energy here, and in order for you to complete this chapter, whatever it is, it pertains to the Two of Cups in reverse, you've got to act now. You've got to allow the transformation. It cannot stay the way it has been. Something must be changed, okay? Yeah, here's that. Pardon my language. Here's that garden of shit. All right, when that Nine of Pentacles comes in reverse, it means you have been fertilizing a whole lot of nothing, and you're just going to make matters worse. You have to change course. You've got to do something different. It's time to make a change, okay? It's time to transform. So Gemini, that's your reading. No more hesitation here. Something must be done, okay? Thank you for that Gemini reading. Who do we have coming in next? Uh-oh. Jadika. They got to make a change. They got to change something. Something is not working, and it's only going to get worse if it continues on the same course. There needs to be a transformation of some kind. All right, let's see. We got Gemini, the Empress. Okay, Taurus and Libra are on the way. So we'll do Taurus. There's Taurus. Could we have a reading for Taurus, please? So we only have Taurus and Libra left. If anyone has just entered the room and you want to hear your zodiac sign, if you're not Taurus or Libra, rewind the video. The order is Sagittarius, Virgo, Leo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, and now Taurus. Okay? So until I get those timestamps in there, just rewind to where you see your stone is the most recent one. Right now, we're going to pull for Taurus. What do we need to know for Taurus? What's coming in this week? What does Taurus not see coming? How does Taurus need to navigate this week? Taurus at the ready. Okay. Knight of Wands in reverse. It's funny that this card is what's been pulled because I'm sitting here and I'm feeling a lot of energy building up, especially in my mind. And it's like Taurus being at the ready, and there's something blocking Taurus from being able to act. It may be that you don't want to be too hasty. It may be that if you act right now, you're going to end up messing up the opportunity. Okay? It's time to like chill out a minute. You got this hangman coming in, Taurus. So if you are hasty right now, if you act too forcefully, you're going to blow it. All right? You got to find a way to surrender to this situation, at least for a minute. All right? You need some more clarity. And then you've got the 10 of Wands coming in reverse. It's like you are just about to make a big change, whether it's the beginning of something new or the ending of something old. You're going to be releasing a lot of energy that you don't need to be holding on to. You're going to be releasing a lot of burdens. You could be changing jobs. But in some case, you are so ready to like pull the trigger on this. And if you are too hasty, you're going to blow it. So don't be too hasty, right? You need the stability first, okay? So I know you're feeling ready, but you gotta surrender for a minute so that you can have stability in the beginning of whatever is coming, okay? You have to tie this up in a neat bow and make sure you lead the next chapter on the right foot. It's so important for you this week, Taurus. So, so important. Queen of Swords in reverse. Watch out. Part of the reason you don't want to act too hastily is because there's a chance you're going to say some things that you can't take back. And it could really mess some things up. Okay, so watch your tone with people this week. Make sure that you're conveying your messages carefully, all right? You can't be hasty this week. You can't be too fiery and worked up, all right? Taurus, that was for you. Finally, we will have Libra. Let's get our Libra out here. We've got a couple of If you pull an Arcana pack and get a wheel, what would you need the other tarot card to be to not take the wheel? Oh, you could do an 8 of Wands in reverse. You could do a Fool in reverse. There are definitely some cards that could come out to say, okay, maybe hold off. It could be we just had the Knight of Wands in reverse. A lot of reversals, a lot of reversed cards. You're welcome. Shouldn't open gates you don't understand. Isn't that what we're all doing every day? Isn't that what we're born into? A gate that was open that we don't understand? That's life. All right. Could we have a reading for Libra, please? Could we have a reading for Libra, please? I need to share with what's coming up with Libra right now. First of all, I was seeing the Empress card in my right hand, and when I saw the Empress card in my right hand, I started to smell the aromas that are coming from the kitchen. We've got some people cooking right now, and it smells amazing. So Libra, this likely will have something to do with caring for your environment and creating a welcoming, comfortable place, because that's some pretty big energy coming in here. It might have to do with your home life. So let's see. 6 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Swords in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, and then the Chariot. All right, so what does this mean, and does it pertain to home life? It looks like there's probably a pretty sticky situation, a pretty sticky social situation that needs to be cleared up. There needs to be some truth in this as well. This can sometimes mean manipulation or gossip when these cards are coming together, or someone is taking the lead of a situation when they're really not qualified to do so, and they're getting people on board though. It's like people are listening to them even though they're leading them all in the wrong direction. Okay, it's gonna result in some heartache, some pain. If you want to avoid that situation, it's going to be really, really important that you don't get involved right now with a group of people who are all like, you know, maybe gung-ho about something, or they think they have the solution because somebody said that they have the answer. Hold off a minute, okay? You might need to stay in your own lane for now. You might need to maintain control of your own situation and not get sucked into whatever this is. That's, I think, the most important message coming through, is that you need to take charge of yourself and not get sucked into whatever this is, because this is going to be a mess. Okay, you think it's going to be a solution. It's not going to be a solution. It's the wrong direction. But there are some people who look, and wow, and then you have the 4 of Cups in reverse. So this is not a good opportunity. You got to stay in your lane. All right, Libra, you got to stay in your lane. You're a little bit afraid to do that. You're thinking that other people are more qualified than you are. Maybe that's so, but these people aren't the ones. Okay, so it's just, yeah, and there's your Injustice card. Make sure you stick close to yourself right now. Don't let yourself get persuaded. Don't get yourself sucked into anybody else's problems, okay? Take care of yourself right now. Take care of your own backyard right now. Do not interfere with anybody else's business and do not get sucked into anything. That is really, really clear. Yeah, and then Knight of Wands in reverse. No matter how upset you are, this is not the solution, okay? You can't trust it. All right, so Libra, that's like fair warning. Lay low this week. Don't get involved in anything that you might not belong in, okay? Even if it sounds like a good idea at the time, be prudent this week. See what happens next week. Another better solution may arise. You may have the solution and not even know it because others are persuading you outside of your own truth. Who knows what the reason is, but there is something going on that you got to just keep yourself out of. All right. Thank you for that Libra reading. That's everybody. That's all the signs. So, thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. Let me take a quick look at some of these comments. Yes, I do. Many official Hades, yes. I am very careful I have my own cleansing rituals, and I'm careful to do those. And they typically go throughout the day, not just after tarot. When somebody unwanted comes in, remember, you tell them, if you're not a friend, you got to go. Okay? So if you got the demons in there, tell them, if you're not a friend, you got to go. I do enjoy fantasy games. I also very much enjoy connecting with spirit. Sorry you feel that way, Death Killer. Thank you, Stephen. All right, guys, that was your all zodiac signs reading for Wednesday, March 19th. I will be back tomorrow for Third Eye Thursday, and I will be answering questions, one-on-one questions tomorrow after I do that community reading. So if you're new to my channel, if you're interested in having a free one-on-one question, make sure to subscribe. Consider subscribing so you get the notifications for when I'm on here live. And all you want to do is just drop your question in the chat box and I'll answer it for you. If you found value in this content, please consider sharing it with your friends or anybody who you think might enjoy or benefit from tarot readings. And have a wonderful day. I'm sending you lots of good vibes. I will see you hopefully tomorrow.